For all your good shit that you want, you have to
Guardians,
grind.
something powerful lurks near this location. Watch the shadows.
Right. Which, by the way, we're recording right there. Final Fantasy XI was as grindy as any MMO, you know what I'm saying? So...
Yeah, so Final Fantasy 14 is actually no different. It does take you a long time to get the stuff that you actually need.
Right, so in used to being, you know, grindy and whatnot, shooting into the cave just seemed natural. And it's like, oh, okay, well, this is a grind spot. Let's go ahead and grind so we can go off and do our instances and missions and shit. You know, no problem. You know, but they're like, no, we don't want you to do that. And it's my favorite part is the people. It's like, oh, it was an exploit. Get out and earn your cryptarchs and all that. I'm like, motherfucker. If you ever played an MMO before, you'll understand what grinding is. Grinding and farming. And that's what it felt like. Just, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, get yourself some sandwiches and some corn and grind yourself out. That's what it seemed like to me. Shoot, that's what I'm used to.
What we're doing now is an actual farm. This is grinding. What they were doing was exploiting something to farm.
I still don't think that's an exploit to, you know, camp a spawn. That's essentially what you're doing. Lazy, yes. Exploiting, not even a little bit.
It was exploiting a hindsight on that, because there should not have been like 6-second respawn on that. Because you can do that. That actually could be used for. Actually, I know it was used as a leveling exploit too. That's probably why Bungie had a bigger issue with it.
Treasure chest. Over this way, Phil.
Because with
Popping.
zero effort with zero effort on my part, I got my Warlock to level 7 from level 3 in maybe an hour and a half of. Well, no, not even an hour of farming. She went up to that level. That I can see being a big issue, and if people figured out how to bot this stuff, then yeah, that's a major exploit.
And that's if they use the bot, and, you know, so on and so forth. But it wasn't like that. Where is this dude going? What's going on?
I'm gonna go kill the Cabal Tiger.
The Cabal.
Oh, he's gonna do the mission.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna do the mission.
Go ahead and handle that. But yeah, it's, like I said, I would understand if they actually did something like use the lag switch or put it in a Konami code or anything like that. You know, that would be an like use, you know, a lag type of protocol. But they didn't do any of that. All they did was get to the cave and shoot into the cave and collected the candy. You know, that's not an exploit. That's not cheating. That's grinding.
It's called an exploit because it's abusing game mechanics in a way that the devs didn't know it intend.
Right. Now, the way I look at that is...
Did not intend for... That's why it's an exploit.
Right. Now, understand. Where I come from... Listen what I'm saying. Where I come from...
going to get a legendary every time we do the full mission. Then we go out and dismantle it to the full summon shines.
Right. But listen what I'm saying.
Also an exploit.
Where I come from, you know what I'm saying, where I come from, like, you know, DC, WoW, and Final Fantasy with the neighborhood, where I come from, exploiting is a sin. It's against TOS, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, people are out there, you know, cheating on purpose, you know, for the purpose of like, oh, we know this is cheating, but we're just going to keep doing it. A lot of us felt like it wasn't a cheat. At least I didn't. I didn't feel like I was cheating. I felt like this was regular Final Fantasy type shit. At least that's how I felt about it, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know that that is an exploit, you know, you gotta do it, you know, different ways. Like this, what we're doing right now, this could be seen as an exploit.
That was one for the books.
You know, it's like we're exploiting 2 spawns instead of 1. We're moving a couple centimeters instead of, you know, just standing at a cave point. I mean, is this cheating? Did the devs intend us to do this?
Well, theoretically, yes, because this spot also spawns a war, so these guys are constantly battling, and we're just coming over here.
Right. I have a video. I have a video on my Facebook of the war that was started by Lootcave. You know what I'm saying? And I could post that on YouTube, you know, after I post this, because I'm posting this on YouTube for sure. Hopefully everybody hears, you know, in the crowd at home. But yeah, I could post the war that popped off right next to you when you were sitting there at the loot cave, and if you weren't careful, you got cleared out.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the case, then
you have to pay attention to when the war spawned, because that cave was one of the spawn locations along with the door right near you.
I mean, and if you didn't know what was going on, the motherfuckers were going to ambush you and kick your ass. Ask me how I know.
Same reason I know. I've had it happen.
You know, I'm sitting there at Loot Cave, you know, shooting my things up.
I did pay attention.
All of a sudden, the enemies turned against each other, and oh shit, I got a bunch of thralls on my butt.
Oh, if you guys are out here and you want to just like farm Cabal and not the Vex, yeah, if you guys want to.
Oh, great.
Okay, just 1 second. Where I'm standing right now, up on this rock here, is close enough in proximity to the Vex cave that it will not spawn them, and you can just sit here and snipe off the 4 Cabal, and they're on a, I think it's like a 10 to 20 second timer.
Gotcha. Alright, we got a loot box right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the video, but yeah, that's pretty much a nice little quick roundtable discussion about Loot Cave. And speaking of Loot Cave, remember, Loot Crate, I got the description, I got the link in the description. Go ahead, click on that, get your 10% off some Loot Crate in your life. And this has been Nimbus Yosh with a CD long shot, and we got a special guest. What's your name, dude? Y52. So, y'all have anything to shout out? Y'all have anything to say? Anything else?
Yeah, shout outs. Well, definitely shout outs to the Unwanted Grand PS4.
Shouts out, absolutely. And I guess that's it. Shouts out to Olympus. We do what it do, finish the job. You already know what it is. So be good, stay safe, mind your butter, and holla back at your boy. Wait for it. Perfect.